Well, last time I was at this location on a beautiful day, I pointed out the owner of this bike, whoever that may be, must have forgot it here within the last 50 or 60 years, and it is still sitting here, ready to be picked up. Although, if you are the owner of this bike, it might need a few touch-ups before you can get back on and ride it. Ah yes, beautiful scenery, cool little sculptures, a big stone chair, and this, the love sculpture. It can mean only one thing. That's right, it means we are at Big Stone Mini Golf again in Minnetrista, Minnesota. I had a cool adventure here last year where I went around the perimeter and saw the different art sculptures and things like that, but I didn't actually go through the mini golf course itself. And so that's what we are going to do today. And also we'll take a look around at some of the things we saw last time as well and just have a fun time. If you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. This should be fun, you guys, so come on with me. Let's go see what there is to see. I like these sculpture pieces that incorporate different materials like the stone and the chain work and earth itself. Look at that. And these two massive stones on the side seem to be holding up with the chain. This one in the middle, I don't know how heavy these pieces are, but that must have taken some work to get them in here. And then there is a cutout on the face of this stone of a person, and they've put dirt in there and grown some grass there. That is quite creative. And before we get to the golf course, look at this. We have some goats. Second adventure in a very short while that I've run into goats and even more little babies. Absolutely cute. Hanging out on top of the rocks there, getting a good view of their surroundings. I think this one is my favorite little baby goat here today. Look at that, very independent. Just kind of looking around on the rock there. Some of the crowd has cleared away. That gives this little one some room to explore. Pretty fun to watch. Hey there, how cute is that? Oh, walking right up. You gonna come over to me? Hi there. Hi there. Thanks for coming up and saying hi. I always seem to have good timing when it comes to that with animals. Pull out the camera and just kind of point it in their direction and they come over to say hi. And so I'm out here on the mini golf course and it's turning out to be more popular than what I'd expected today on a Sunday. But it's a beautiful day and things are already pretty backed up. So I'm only going to be able to kind of do a walkthrough. I'm not going to actually be able to play golf and do a video at the same time because I don't want to get people backed up in line any further than they already are. But from what I can tell so far, it's pretty cool back here, so it'll be fun to check out. And so this first hole, hole number one, is a really cool theme. You have to try to get it through that little circle there, through the log, and then it goes into this Stonehenge theme hole where you have to avoid all of these obstacles along the way to get to the flag. Right there, you can kind of see it in the back. As you can see, there are a lot of obstacles on this hole. Just kind of winds all around. I don't know what the par is on this one, but you sure could get lost back here. Look at these barnacles on this tree stump. All sorts of interesting things to look at through this hole. My gosh, I don't know if I would have ever gotten through this one. And here is the flag. Home free if you make it into there. It's like they put a little mushroom head on top of this tree stump. Very creative. And so this is hole number 2, just to walk through. Got a guy on a horse over here. A lot less obstacles on this one. Just shoot it right through in this area. And wind it up back at this flag over here. That looks significantly easier than the last one. And here is hole number 4, and I just love the entrance. The flowered entrance. There isn't much to this one. You just shoot it all the way in the back there. There's a hole, and you just have to try to get it in. And then I just love the area back here. All the trees, and they've even got sculptures in this area too that we didn't get to see last time because we didn't get in this area. I'm glad we had a chance to do it this week though. Look at that. Here's the opposite end of hole number 4, and on my travels I always run into cool looking benches, and this is certainly one of them. Look at that, made out of metal and stone. It appears to be some type of a flying insect. I don't know if that's supposed to be a bee or exactly what it is, but that is a very cool place to sit down over here. This hole just kind of winds right around up this hill, down that hill, goes into a pattern down to the flag over by those guys there, and you wind right around this picturesque scenery with this lady sunbathing on a rock. Very well done, whoever came up with that idea. Well done. This next hole you have to go across this little log bridge. It has to fall down here, and you have to get it into the hole down there. All of these holes are just so creative and beautiful with all the scenery. Unbelievable. Everywhere you look around here, there's all sorts of sculptures. And how often do you see something like this? It's a covered hole, which is an upside down boat of some sort. It appears to be quite rusted out with these holes, and look at what they're filled with. This colorful material. I'm not sure what that is, but looks like a mixture of different things. That almost looks like licorice right there. And then look at what we're in for down here. A whole hole of just sunflower obstacles. How beautiful is that? And then hiding underneath this hole, we have this little fella. Just having a ball, laughing at all the people missing their shots. He finds it quite hilarious. And look at this. That's so Raven. And why can't anyone ever put out a giant checkers board? You know, something that I could play. Something that I know how to do. It's always gotta be chess. Hey, did you fellas hear something? Listen. I think it could be a squatch. Gotta look around. I think there's a squatch around here. Whoa! There's a squatch! The scene that you have just witnessed explains very clearly why I am not an actor. Those are indeed some big feet. Looks like this is a metal structure and covered by some type of a hair or string, or what is it? It's a wire. It's a metal wire. So it's metal underneath here and metal wire. Thought it was some kind of hair that they glued on there, but wow, that is a very large creature. They've got this beautiful little picnic area with a pond view, a couple of tables, and did I just mention checkers? I said they never have checkers, something I can play. And these picnic tables have checkerboards built right into them. There are the checker pieces, and this horse seeming to scratch an itch. Wow, I didn't even know horses could do that. So that horse has quite an itch. This lady seems to be having a bad hair day. I've been there, lady. Here's the entrance to hole number 9, and check out the obstacle. Stone and metal sculpture, looks like flowers and leaves. Man, I wouldn't be able to make one of these in my lifetime. I can't imagine making 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them with all of that detail. That is absolutely amazing. Most of the sculptures around here are made of stone and metal, and this one is a little different. It's very colorful, and I just love the stained glass effect that this one has. If you get up close, very colorful. Oh my gosh, that actually is stained glass. Those are glass pieces on there. I was not expecting that. I thought it was just colored that way, but that is a stained glass piece. Very cool. In this hole, there isn't really much to see, but it does wind around an active garden area. How do I know it's an active garden? The sign says right here, active garden. I am quite smart. I amaze myself sometimes. And you go through here, and then it goes under this bridge, it looks like. And then it winds all the way around over to here into that hole. That is quite a hole we're looking at today. This hole is kind of cool. You get your ball up through this area, which is not too difficult, and then it comes down through this obstacle, which is quite a bit more difficult. Look at all these metal things in the way, and then it has to wind just right around there to the flag. This is a par 3. We already saw some goats around here today, but look at the size of this frog. Just sitting there waiting for people to come over and say hi. Hello, little frog. Good to see you today. Here is the last hole of the day, and it's the coolest one that I've seen so far, where you hit your ball, winds up over here, you get it up this hill, and then it winds down into this little waterway, and then it floats through all of this maze of water, and it goes all the way around there and then into the last little hole right there, and then you're done. Game over. Look at this little entryway. What a beautiful view. The wood sculpture, I think this is a entryway into the picnic area in back. And here are some cats just lounging around on a Sunday. My gosh, this one looks quite relaxed. So do these ones. Looks like they had quite a party last night. And here's a little look at the perimeter of the mini golf place. If you're looking for a nice place to have a picnic, just magical little picnic tables everywhere and sculptures. Look at that one over there, very reflective, and there's the pond. You can't really come up with a better area than this. And then inside of that structure there's little chairs around a bonfire. Just natural little setting everywhere you look around here to hang out, enjoy the nice weather. And as long as I'm here, I can't stop by Big Stone Mini Golf without taking a look at my very favorite sculpture in the whole park. I like this one because it just is a good illustration of how fun and whimsical this place is. Just little pieces of magic around every corner. And this one, rock, paper, scissors, just embodies that whole concept completely. And as you're enjoying your picnic on these beautiful grounds, you can even be serenaded by this gentleman with the guitar. Playing a little tune for us. I'm not sure what he's playing, but I'm pretty sure it's not Freebird. And the view to this pond, also Stonehenge themed, except a bigger variety. That had to take some work to get that up there like that, my goodness. There's another view of the Stonehenge, and then as you walk further over here, they have a little area set up where you can just kind of sit down and relax by a little creek, stream type of a thing, water feature. Very relaxing and tranquil back here. And I think a person could come here and do a whole adventure just on the picnic tables and their centerpieces. Everyone that I've seen around here is just an incredible work of art. Here's a lady riding bareback on a horse. It looks like they are going at a very high rate of speed. And look at this cool little, I don't know what this is actually. It's got a pipe coming out of it. It's like a stove or something. It's hooked up to a propane tank, a very large one. So I don't know exactly what this thing is doing, but look how it fits right in here amongst everything else. And before we go today, it is time to pet some goats. Hello there, little fella. He's just hanging out here on the fence. Good to see you, buddy. Look at all of his little friends getting some feeding. And of course, my favorite little baby one over here. What a cute little one. Goodbye, fellas. See you next time. Well, you guys, this has been another fun and successful adventure today at Big Stone Mini Golf in Minnetrista, Minnesota on Tommy Travels. And we went through a little bit of the perimeter here at the end, but mostly the mini golf course itself, which I didn't get a chance to go through last time, and this time I didn't even hit all of the holes as well. So if you come down here, there will still be a few surprises for you to check out. And if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side.